my friends. How are we all doing? We actually win a game, huh? Remember how to win a game? Well, yes. Okay, so let me just put up this banner. Spezia against Juventus. We win 1-4. I think so. I know so. 1-4. But let me tell you something. This result lies. Of course, we were the better team towards the end of the game. Overall, we were the better team. But the result makes you think that we are on another level. We are confident. We had full control throughout the whole game. But we didn't. We absolutely didn't. The thing is that we were lucky not to concede on the 1-1. And even when we were 2-1, they equalized. Luckily for us, it was an offside. Buffon made an absolutely weird rebound when he saved the header from a Spezia player, and then they scored a 2-2. And then luckily for us, of course, it was it was offside. And us and the offside decisions have been the story throughout the season, especially with, of course, Alvaro Morata. He finally scored to open up the score for 1-0. It was initially ruled out offside, I think. And then they started looking at it, and finally, it was onside. So Morata scored that goal. Mckenny, unselfish. And it was kind of, I thought, why? Why do you do this? Just shoot, just finish yourself, score. No, he was unselfish, played it to Morata, and for 1-0. But overall, guys, we are all over the place defensively. All over the place. And the thing is, I wonder where does this game leave Paolo Di Bala? We will talk about the player ratings. If you just join in, thank you so much for joining. I will talk about my reactions to the game. We won just 4-1. I'm sorry, against Spezia, and I will go through the lineup. I will go through the first half, the second half, and of course the player ratings, my personal player ratings, and then I'll see what you rate those guys in the comment section, of course. So join me in the chat. I see quite a lot of players. Quite a lot of people are already in the chat, and it's great to see. It's great to see. So Ali is there. Ali asks me where I am here. Omar already with the comment regarding Demiral. He is bad. We'll get back to that. Anonymous Ali is there. Amir is there. Kamal, of course, is there. And Juve Daily, always present. Orchun. Do I pronounce it correct? Orchun, or is it Orkun? I think it's ch with a chi sound. I'm not sure. Sorry, man, if I butchered it. Chelsea fan. Wow. Nice to see Chelsea fans in my stream. Great to see Juventus back to winning. Forza Juve. Yes, it is. And, absolutely. El Lorato, of course. It's crazy how much of an impact Cristiano Ronaldo has on the team. Yeah, I'll actually talk about this. Great to see Cristiano back in the team, back in the lineup. From the bench, of course. But even though he was from the bench, he scored 2. One of them was obviously the PK. Yes, and Critical Grey is also there. Nice to see you. Says hello. I say hello back. And of course, CH. Fazil is also there. Yeah, guys, a lot of people over there on the stream, but let's get to it. So, wow, we win the game. So I think we should be happy about winning, getting the 3 points. So already when we win, I'm happy. Fine. But how we win the game is another matter. In the first half, we were very dodgy. We played against a team who gave us a lot of space. And for some reason, we didn't manage to score 2-3 goals. I don't understand how we didn't manage it. Well, the reason for that being is because Dybala was absolutely crap. I'll just say it right here, right now. Yes, we can say that he's out of form, back of injury, but this is his 3rd game. It might be even the 4th. I think it's the 3rd. Where I think it's time for him to showcase his talent, his attributes, his skill, his quality, because this is the vital season for the guy. I will not go back. I will not go to the play rating right now for Di Bala, but I'll say this. He wants that 15 million a season, half of what Cristiano Ronaldo earns. Are you serious? Do you really deserve that kind of money right now? Well, I can understand why his agent left Turin back to Argentina. I think it was during this weekend, and the talks for his contract are postponed until 2021. Well, one, I get it, because right now he doesn't deserve it. And two, we have much bigger fish to fry. We need to find a freaking consistency. So to sign a Di Bala for his extension would be nonsense. That would only give him comfort of playing for Juve. It doesn't matter how bad you play. You're still gonna get a contract extension, and you're still gonna earn that money that you want. You know what? Right now, I say Juve, well done, putting your foot back down and say, you know what? You're not getting a penny from us unless you deserve it, unless you improve and you play well. You play well on the pitch. Well, I'm not sure if that's the case, but to me, I kind of like to think that it is, because I don't think that Di Bala deserves a contract extension just right now. But enough with Di Bala, and we'll get back to, of course, I go back to the Di Bala play rating a bit later. But overall, overall, so much space in this first half, and I don't understand how we didn't manage to capitalize on that. Mckenny even wonderful in the first half. Who would have thought? If you guys thought that Mckenny was going to be great offensively, well, kudos, man. Kudos. I salute you, really, because I didn't think that he was even going to start the game. Well, I kind of hoped it would be, but I don't know what they did with Pirlo, and you never know with Ramsey probably going to start, and then Arthur and Rabiot or Bentancur playing. Mckenny wasn't in my thoughts, even though that was my preferred formation. But at the end of the day, he started. He played great. He played absolutely beautiful. So my thing is, why didn't we start like this against Barcelona? Of course. Now we know. Maybe we should start with a clear 3-5-2, not a 3-4-1-2, but actually a 3-5-2. So one sitting deep and two runners. Not one sitting behind the two strikers. No, I say 3-5-2. And I say, because right now it worked, even though I clearly see that we have a lot of work to do, especially defensively. So maybe, three at the back, maybe this is okay. Okay, fine. If we do the three at the back, if we go with the three at the back, then we need to do better. Bonucci was bad. Demiral was bad. I'm sorry. I'll just call it out right now. Danilo was, again, the best out of those three. I'm sorry. I'm just calling it like it is, like I saw it. So, I'm not sure. What are we getting at? And with Alexandro getting back in the team at the end of November, December, where do we slot him in? I would like to see him as a left wing back, because both of our wing backs are crazy offensive. Chiesa and Cuadrado, especially Chiesa. But Cuadrado, even though he is slightly deeper, he cannot defend. And I'm sorry, if my commentator said he was solid today, are you crazy? You mad? No. And defensively, he was atrocious, really. So for me, Alexandro on the left wing back would at least provide us stability defensively, because the guy knows how to defend more than he knows how to attack, in my opinion. But maybe we would even slot him in on the left side of that three-man defense instead of Danilo, basically. So it would be Alexandro, I don't know, De Ligt, I don't know, something, but Alexandro would be one of those three. I don't know. That's just me. There's me thinking out loud. But yeah, that's just far into the future. Right now, we need to get back Alexandro and, of course, Matthijs de Ligt. Let's go back to the comment section. Chelsea fan, Juventus may have a shaky start, but we are now second in Serie A. Well, relax. This is painting over the cracks again. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that mentality right now. Everything is fine. This is Spezia. We played against Spezia, and we struggled up until that point when Di Bala got subbed off. Of course, this is a good result. This is acceptable. I like the way that we've played towards the end of the game, but still, we gave them a lot of space, right? We gave them a lot of space. They could have scored on us with a bit more quality going forward. They would have scored at least 3. That's crazy. Spezia could have scored at least 3 because we gave away so much space. I don't know why it is. Why it's because our wingbacks are too offensive, or our midfield are not supporting the defense. In my opinion, it looks like both Bonucci and Demiral are not comfortable. They are not comfortable with this 3-man in the defense, even though Bonucci should be comfortable. He was very trigger happy with those long balls today, by the way. Very trigger happy. Every time he got the ball, just hoof him up forward. Why? Relax. And we were very, very often we just lost the ball because we just cleared it off from our defense. We were panicking, basically. Why? So something still needs to be done. Thing is, the crucial moment now is from this moment. What do we do when we get that positive result? When we see the positives that worked today, and do we bring that into the team, into the game against Ferencváros in the midweek in the Champions League? The one we must win, of course. So, yes, Bay is there saying we should believe in our team. Of course we do. Of course we do. But we need to see. We need to say it like it is. If things aren't working, we're calling it out. And this, I don't care. I don't care. We need to improve. We need to get better. We know this. You know this. Everybody knows this. Of course. Hello, Roman. That's a good win, but a lot to improve. Hi, Mirgan. Always nice to see you. I agree. There we go. I can't believe you said you would rather have. I can't believe you said you would rather have Juventus keep Di Bala over Ronaldo. Well, I don't remember when I said this, but if I did, it was based on that time. And of course, nobody predicted that Di Bala would be so off this season. In terms of finances, of course, if we look only at finances, we pay a lot of money to Cristiano. We pay a lot of money. So, I mean, when push comes to shove, who do you replace? Who do you count on? And remember, Ronaldo is much older, But I don't know. This is only talk. Right now, he's the best player at the team. No doubt without it. No doubt. So for me, personally, right now, I would get rid of Di Bala just based on the performance. Finances is a different issue. Based on performance, Di Bala, you are in big trouble. Big trouble. Nikhil, Ronaldo is the real difference maker. We saw today why he's the best in the world. Relax. I will explain why. I will explain. He may be the best in the world or whatever, but I will explain you why. I will probably get some criticism for saying this, but I will explain you why I do not think that Cristiano Ronaldo was that vital today. Not Cristiano Ronaldo, the player. Okay? I'll explain you why. Granted, I mean, guys, listen. Cristiano Ronaldo was to score 2 goals, freaking, for heaven's sake. Of course, he is our best player at the club. No doubt about it right now. But his substitution was not the vital. His goal, even, I would say that I hate to go into this, but yes, Cristiano as a player, that the substitution and the way he was positioned, this is important. Listen, this is very important. Cristiano's positioning for that goal, for the first goal he scored, was vital. Absolutely incredible. This is where a proper striker should be. Doesn't matter if his name is Cristiano. His name is I don't know, Dzeko, freaking Luis Suarez, whatever. Okay? A proper striker, listen, proper striker is there. He needs to be right there where Cristiano was. So Cristiano knew how to exploit that point because he is a striker. He knows how to score goals, for heaven's sake. He scored 1 million goals so far in his career. So, of course, he knows how to score them. Why was Dybala why couldn't Dybala do that? Because I think that Dybala is a different player as opposed to Cristiano Ronaldo. So Di Bala loves to go deep. I don't know why, but my thinking is because he loves the ball. He doesn't want to be so close to the goal because, well, he isn't strong enough physically. He cannot judge the runs. He cannot be the prima punta, you know. This is why he drops very, very deep to get the ball, to create and go forward. Okay? So for Ronaldo, when he scored that goal, we clearly saw the change, right? Dybala off, Ronaldo on, and Ronaldo just showed everybody what it is, what we lacked. We needed a pure striker, and Morata could have been there as well. So if it could have been very well been Morata and not Cristiano, but the fact that it was Cristiano, I gotta say, well done. And of course, the way he walked around the goalkeeper, of course, well done. I mean, Cristiano, one-on-one against goalkeeper, you should score 9 out of 10, maybe even 10 out of 10. Yeah, so this is just me. So I think that the fact that it was Cristiano doesn't really make much difference. I think that any proper quality striker, makes that run. However, and this is also very important, the mentality of Cristiano is immense. You go in, you walk on the pitch, you wasted a month due to this COVID nonsense, right? And you substituted on the pitch. And what do you do? The first 2 minutes, what you do? You make that perfect run, you make that perfect score. He was sharp. He was sharp after 1 month. So, guys, yes, he was extremely, extremely important for us coming on. But we have so much trouble. We are so much in trouble defensively. It's just frightening. So the interesting thing is how do you actually play from now on? Well, Cristiano for sure will start the next game. So do you bench Morata or do you bench Dybala? For me, I'd bench Dybala for sure, because I'll say it like it is. My man, Paolo Di Bala, should be benched. Not good enough. And he should know that as well. And if he now sulks because he got substituted, I saw him shaking his hand. Man, it's all on you. It's all your own fault. Let's see. Critical Gray. I think Ronaldo's presence also makes a difference. Of course. When Cristiano comes on there, it makes a difference. Yes. But I wouldn't say that was the difference maker. I think the goal itself needs to be downplayed according to, well, it's not the Cristiano vintage goal. You know, this is what a proper striker should do, right? However, of course, Cristiano is very different player to Dybala, so we lacked precisely that in that game in order to score goals. And of course, Cristiano, when he scores a penalty, it's a penalty. Well, Panenka, you know, I mean, well done. So there we go. We'll go back to the player ratings, of course, for all these guys. Chelsea fan, I do believe Juventus are a work in progress, but we must get confidence from every victory. It doesn't matter what team we play. Of course. We must also look at the faults and the limits and the problems that we have in order to, well, improve. Because if you think that this is okay and that's it, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Yes. I'll go back to that. Go back to that, my friend. Yes, I did tweet that, and I still stand by it. Vishma says, what do you think about Pirlo? I'll go back to that. Of course. I know you're on here. You know what? Let's take this now. The one thing that Pirlo changed in this system today was that we played with a 3-5-2. Not 3-4-1-2, but 3-5-2. With Arthur, Bentancur, and McKenny in the middle. I sense that it was more of a three-man midfield rather than 2+1. Why? Because McKenny was running up and down the wing. He was offensively, he was on the right wing for some strange reason. And defensively, or when we were without the ball, he was compact in the middle. Bentancur was slightly anonymous in the first half, got much better in the second half before he got substituted. But also Arthur, I don't know, I'll go back to the player ratings, but I'll just say it right away. Right now, he should play. Even though it was not his best game, but I feel that this kind of player we need to have in the team. He will be the perfect player to play with in a 3-man midfield. Not if you play with a 2-man pivot, but with 3. There's a difference. Huge difference. We saw that today. However, our defense made the meal out of the whole thing. We could have conceded much more, as I said previously. But now, it looks like, I think, Pirlo did a good thing here. 3-5-2. This is the way to go forward, in my opinion. And then you can switch on Ramsey. You could do whatever. But then you leave a big hole. You may ask yourself, well, yeah, then you leave a big hole between the midfield and the attack. Well, this is where Di Bala or Cristiano or Morata will come in, because in my opinion, it's far more important to control the midfield rather than going offensively, because we have offensive. I mean, freaking Chiesa and Cuadrado on both flanks. They are so far more offensive than our midfield, right? So in order to play offensively, you could use those two as well as our midfield. The only thing that I want to see is more offensive runs from Bentancur, precisely Bentancur, because, well, otherwise I'm just I don't know. I'm really on the fence of this guy lately, because you really need to use that pace. He has pace, by the way, and he needs to develop. He needs to improve also, because, well, so far he's been very, very anonymous. But I like what I saw from Pirlo today. The changes he made, of course, Cristiano, Rabiot, and all those guys came on, made an impression. Kulusevski and Ramsey also came on, I believe, and Frabotta. I think it was an improvement. But when we get so much space, please use that space. Use that space wisely. So this is a slight improvement for Pirlo, but still defensively and, well, offensively at times as well. We are all over the place. Pavan, next match against Lazio will be interesting. Let's see how we play against the quality sides. Well, I think they lost against Torino, didn't they, today? So, maybe not that quality. Well, for sure, they are quality. They always, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Every single team that faces us, they will step up their quality, especially Lazio. So that might be a very difficult game. It's 3-5-2 against 3-5-2. Akash, how do you rate today's Juventus with and without Cristiano? Well, how do I rate Juventus with and without Di Bala? That would be the better question, actually, in my opinion, because, as I said, Cristiano Ronaldo, when he came on, his first thing that he did, he scored. And then I didn't see him for much more until he scored that penalty. And then he just disappeared again. I'm not bashing Cristiano. No. This is not it. This is just, I don't feel that this is the game to base with or without Cristiano. I want to see Juve under Pirlo against Ferencvaros with Cristiano and without Di Bala. Then I can answer that question, because right now I'm sorry, I cannot answer that question. But I will say this: when Di Bala came off, everything changed. Cristiano was slightly more to goal, more closer to goal, and of course, as soon as he scored, everything changed. But remember also this: if I rate Cristiano with or without Cristiano, remember this: we conceded on 2-2. We conceded the 2-2. It was an offside, of course, but still, they had chances. We did not control the game towards the end of the game. We did not. We only scored the goals, and they had chances. So with or without Cristiano, they still had chances. So, guys, I mean, our defense is the real issue here. Defense and the midfield. The attack will sort itself out with Cristiano coming in. But my most important thing is now, how do we defend with or without Cristiano? It doesn't matter. Defending must improve. McKenny played box to box. Yes. Arthur with points was tracking back to help in defense. Yes, good to see. Didn't see this from Rabiot in previous games. Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. Arthur is vital. He may not be the answer, the Pirlo we played with a couple of seasons ago, but he may be the answer in order to stabilize our midfield. And sure, he's gonna make mistakes. He's gonna make some mispassing, But, this is the type of player that we need in order to to play solid in the midfield. That's just me. That's just my opinion. So, and of course, Rabiot goal, almost missed that. Dribbled past the whole team, but almost missed the goal. But unfortunately, of course, he scored. But could have passed. Don't be selfish, Adrian. Don't be selfish. Anonymous Ali, don't give up on Di Bala just yet. He has the quality and he is the future of the team. He's having a rough time. Well, we just have to call it like it is, my friend. I mean, I'm a Di Bala fan. But still, when I see the fault with this guy, I criticize him. So this is what I'm saying. He wasn't good enough. He was crap. That's it. And for him, he has a lot of work to do himself. Not Pirlo, not anybody else. Himself. Better touch, better first touch, better finishing, better passing, better runs, better physique, everything. He needs to get in shape, physically and mentally. Otherwise, he will always hide on the flank. He will always hide between the lines to avoid the physical contact. Because as soon as he gets that physical contact, he dives, he falls, and he gets that free kick. And that pisses me off because the Di Bala I know, the Di Bala I remember, did not do that much. Di Bala, I remember, was close to goal. He dared to challenge the position, and he dared to shoot. And he freaking scored. So this Di Bala is not the Di Bala I remember. But I will, of course, believe in the guy. I hope he improves. But right now, he's crap. All right, let's go. Moving on. They beat Torino 4-3. No, you're kidding. You're joking. Wow. Yeah, there we go. I only saw 3-2 before I needed to run today, make this live. But wow, crazy. Well, goals. But this actually means that they concede. They conceded 3 goals against Torino. Against freaking Torino. So why couldn't we score? But they score 4. But how did they score? I'm not sure. I don't even want to know. I mean, guys, you can always comment in the comment section, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ciro Immobile scored at least 1. So if you close down Ciro Immobile, up until Ciro Immobile was on the bench, I think, they were losing. So, yeah, there we go. And as soon as the Ciro Immobile scores, is on the pitch, they win. So close down Ciro Immobile, you win the game. I mean, yeah, of course, it's not that simple. But it is what it is. Francesco, finally a happy weekend. Indeed, even though we have tons of room for improvement. And this is, here we go. We are very, very quick on bashing players. Remember. Remember. I told you so a while back, last season even. Wait and see what you get with Demiral. Wait and see. 90% of Twitter or social media praise Demiral for his aggressiveness, for his insane tackling, for his masterclass. He's world class. He's the new Montero guy. And I said, guys, relax. We only seen flashes. From this Turkish delight. And now he plays consistently 3-4 games. He got a red card. He is mispassing. He's being bullied off the ball. He gets overrun. Well, I mean, welcome to the real world. But this comment right here is also not a good one. I would not sell the guy just based on this performance. Yes, of course, he's not going to be the world class that everybody thought he's going to be when we saw him back in last season. Of course, I knew that. And of course, some trigger-happy fans saw that, wow, Demiral is here to stay. He will be here forever. But I said, relax, calma. Things can change. We just need to wait and see what happens with the guy once he starts playing consistently. Now he plays consistently, and we clearly see that he has room for improvement as well. He has also his faults, but I wouldn't even dream of selling Demiral. Not right now, anyway. Guys, needs to be a balance. We don't have to be all black and white, even if we are bianconeri. But it doesn't have to be that simple. Either you sell him today, but you praise him tomorrow. You bash him today, but you praise him tomorrow. I see the comment here. Yes, some smart ass here. Yeah, there we go. Hi, Di Bala fanboy. I mean, what is this? I am a fan. No, that I'm not a fanboy. I like the guy. I like his technique. I like his finishing. I liked it. But I said this to you guys. If a player plays as an idiot, if a player is crap, I will bash the guy. It doesn't matter if he's my favorite player or not. If Del Piero played as an idiot, I would still bash the guy. It's just how the way it is. But I wouldn't sell the guy. I wouldn't sell Di Bala. I wouldn't, not now anyway. I wouldn't get rid of Demiral if you go back to that comment. It's just calma, boys. Calma. Believe in our players. He needs time. I clearly saw faults with his play for sure, but we need to be calm. We need to be calm. We need to relax. We need to relax, to be quite honest, and believe in our players. The gray area, white and black together, gray. So wait and see what happens. Wait and see. If he's inconsistent, I mean, Rugani is a different matter. Rugani has been playing crap for seasons. This is why he's been a fifth choice for several seasons. And when he actually played, we gave him some games to play when everybody was injured, I remember. And he was crap. He played against Milan, absolutely butchered. They butchered him. And then the next game and the next game. So Rugani, we clearly saw that this guy cannot be improved. He needs to leave in order to play consistently at a lower pressure level. Because at Juve, as you all know, the pressure is super high. So maybe Demiral is actually up for it. He can handle the pressure. I actually think that Rugani couldn't. That's why now he's injured, ironically, so he doesn't play for Rennes as of yet. No, well, now, but he's there hopefully playing consistently when he's back from injury. And then we'll see if he is quality. But guys, as I said again, gray area. Di Bala fanboy, you funny. RB comes Forza, finally Forza Juve, yes indeed. Injury time panel and Calciato goal. Yes, there we go. Injury time panel. Yeah, well, Immobile then. Alfio, hi, nice to see you. Napoli Sassuolo. We'll play, in 38 minutes. Sassuolo under pressure. Yes, I know that, Jordan. Yes, I'm excited for that game actually. And also Fiorentina against Roma. I have some players from Fiorentina in my fantasy team, so I hope they win, even though I doubt it. Demiral has no idea about defending. Again, calma. I get what you're saying, but based on this performance, yeah, he has the room for improvement. And against this big boy that they had up front, yes, he had issues. He was crap, but I wouldn't sell the guy. And of course, he knows how to defend. But the thing is that he needs to learn. He needs to learn this trait. He barely played for Juve. This is his 5th game or something. So, calma. Yeah, if he doesn't work, fine. Then bench him. Then De Ligt will be back soon. So bench him again, if you will. But he needs to learn how to play consistently. Good, of course. Dybala and Yankees needs to develop. Chelsea fan, yes. Yeah, there we go. I won't even answer that. You're funny. I like it. All right. Moving on. Let's go to the player ratings. It's time to wrap it up with this analysis. Player ratings. Gigi Buffon, 49 years old or whatever. Still alive, still plays. Yeah, and I get why he is a backup goalkeeper now. And I get that. I really hope that this is his last season because the time has come. We need something else. It's just, I feel shaky every time it is close to goal. He's in a downhill now. Let's face it, Gigi, I love Gigi. He is a legend of the club and all that, of course. But you have to look at it objectively, right? He didn't have a particularly good game today. Conceded one, of course, even though it was a deflection, as it always is with us. But for me personally, I don't know, guys. This rating here, 6 out of 10. he conceded one. He had one very dodgy rebound, and he cleared the ball straight into the Spezia player. You know what? I'll correct this, by the way. No, he will not get a 6. He will not get a 6. I'm sorry, you will get a 5.5. Come to think of, I just realized those 2 clearances he got, it was straight to the Spezia player. Man, you need to do better. You need to do better. And of course, that conceded goal was not his fault. He got outmaneuvered, but it still pisses me off when they concede. Funny. Chelsea fan, Buffon will be there until we win the Champions League. Hutch agrees with me. 5.5. Jeffrey, because as soon as Ronaldo came on, Juventus was just different. Because as soon as Di Bala came off, Juventus were just different. This is the thing. The fact that Cristiano came on and scored 1 plus a penalty. You know what? It's just, I don't know. We looked much better with Cristiano on than Di Bala off. So this is tough to explain, but when we subbed Di Bala off and brought on a pure striker, never mind Cristiano, a pure striker, then the things started happening. So yeah, you could say it like it is, yeah, but I would rather say because we subbed off Di Bala, this is why we got better. I'm not. The Cristiano fanboys will probably just jump on me, but for the whole team, you gotta understand this. It's just not about Cristiano. 5.5. Juan freaking Cuadrado, you absolute idiot defensively. Offensively, I don't know. At times, at start of the game, he was cool. I liked it. But then it just started to be way, way more and more stupid and more predictable. And defensively, it's just not another word. Just horrible. What do I give the guy? You know what? I'll give him the same as Buffon. 5.5. I didn't like what I saw today. Defensively, just because of him, we could have conceded 2. Just because of Juan Cuadrado. So if somebody out there, some smartass saying that he was solid both defensively and offensively, no, wake up. He was, crap. We could have conceded 2. And if you concede 2 because of one player, how can he be solid? There we go. Let's see here. The comment section. When Ronaldo gets the ball, he makes a run, moves the ball to open space, and then makes another run. Yes, Di Bala can't do that, unfortunately. I feel that Di Bala is sitting too much. But then again, this thing could have been said on almost on everybody, on every striker, proper quality striker. Luis Suarez, let's take him for an example. If you replace this comment, when Luis Suarez gets the ball, he makes a run, moves the ball to an open space, then makes another run. It could have been said about this guy as well. Morata, same thing. So this is what we missed. This is why I don't get why Di Bala can't do the same. Pissed me off. But he's out of form. Yes, Jeffrey, I see that. And I also agree with this. Needs more time for now. When Di Bala is at his fullest, he's absolutely amazing and phenomenal. Yes, but he needs to be closer to goal. Just remember that sequence when we had the ball in the first half and we were 3 and 4 against 3, I think. And Di Bala had the ball. He was bombarding forward with the ball. Tons of space. He had Morata and Chiesa on the left, and he had somebody, I think Cuadrado on the right or something, Betancourt even. And then he passes the very, very bad ball to either Morata or Chiesa. They couldn't agree on between themselves who was to get the ball. In the end, it was Chiesa, and it wound up in nothing. But that ball must be more precise from Di Bala. Who do you actually give it to? And that ball, just I thought, man, you lacking confidence. You lacking belief in yourself. You are broken. If you can't make a proper pass when you have acres of space, something wrong with you. Either the confidence or just the concentration level, something. Maybe he needs to cut his hair. The frosted tips. Maybe he needs to get that. Then the things will change. All right. Going back to player ratings, Juan Cuadrado 5.5. Maurice Demiral, what do you give him, guys? Yes, we have this discussion. Some say that he was absolutely useless, cannot defend, cannot position himself properly, whatever. I tend to agree, but for this game, you're allowed to have a crappy game. And of course, you're allowed to be crap. And you're allowed to have room for improvement. So for Maurice Demiral today, I'd give him what do I give the guy? What do I give? I was about to write something else, but yeah, there we go. 5.5 for him as well. I don't want to give him anything more because he doesn't deserve more. However, I don't want to give him anything less either. Even though maybe that first goal, I think it was deflection of him, but I don't know. It's just unlucky. But overall, yes, he wasn't good enough. Far from it. Far from it. Leonardo Bonucci. I said this at the beginning of this stream, guys. This is a Bonucci jersey, as you probably can see. There we go. You saw that? Leonardo Bonucci. So, when I bought this jersey, I was a huge fan of Bonucci. I loved the guy, to be quite honest. Juventino, whatever. His son was a Torino fan. He didn't care. It was only Juve, but then he was a stupid-ass idiot and went to Milan. I hated that move. I hated the fact that he got bigger than the club, he thought. He got bitter, and then he went, and then he scored at the J Stadium and celebrated. What a tool. What an absolute moron. An arrogant piece of ass. And then he got back and never improved, in my opinion. He only remained at that level of inconsistency, It was a brief moment before the COVID last season where I thought, we're actually seeing now the prime Bonucci. And then the COVID, and then after the COVID, it was again all over the place. So this time, today, panicking. I don't understand. What do we see with this guy and him being a captain material? I said this in my Friday stream. I said this on my last full-time reaction stream. I don't get it. His captain's armband, what does it do? What right does he have to have it? I mean, I get it. He's the senior player. He's Italian. He's played a lot of games. He's, he's vital for our defense, blah, 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 blah. But guys, a captain must do something else. It's not just because you have become something by the turn of time, by the time you actually become the most capped player. But that doesn't automatically mean that you get the captaincy armband. So what does he do in order to be the captain? I don't see any leadership skills. I don't see him barking out orders. I don't see him shouting at players and telling Cuadrado to freaking stop going offensively, defend, step back, relax. Chiesa, stop going forward, relax. Danilo, step back, relax. Demiral, step back, relax. Don't tackle like an idiot. I don't see that from Bonucci. And that pisses me off so much. I miss having Gigi as a captain. Today, as soon as he had the ball, that's it. It was hoofing it up forward. Long balls. Why? That didn't help Di Bala. Well, actually it did, because he got the ball in acres of space around him, but then he huffled the ball and lost it. But what? I mean, why? Relax. Play ball to Arthur. Play ball to McKenny. Play ball to Bentancur. If it is midfield's fault, so you are the captain. Let them know you need help instead of hoofing the ball up forward. But you don't do that because, well, I don't know if he does or doesn't. If he does, it clearly doesn't work. Meaning, the players don't listen to him. Meaning, he should be the captain, in my opinion. Well, if he didn't bark out those orders, you should. Because you are the freaking captain. I expect that from the captain. Today? No. Today, no. I mean, 5. I'm sorry. I've had enough. I need to see something that. And he got subbed off. And don't give me that he was injured. You know, if you play, you play. I expect you to be 100% if you play. Exception being if you are back from injury, long-term injury, you need to get back into shape. But if you have been injured and you say, no, I'm fine, and then you're just holding your thigh or something, then you're just an idiot. Think about the team and not yourself. So 5 out of 10 for me. That's me. Yeah, Hutch, the armband is more you. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, Hutch, why did you remind me of that? Oh, why? Why, Hutch? Why? Cuadrado as a captain. Cuadrado, Juan, Don Juan, Dancing with the Stars, Cuadrado as a captain of Juventus. Imagine. Remember the friendly game against Novara? We played against them, and Daniele Rugani was our captain. The feeling I have right now was the same feeling I had back then. Oh, Juan Cuadrado as a captain. I don't want to see it. I just removed that. Sorry, Hutch. Bonucci backstab Juve by going back to Milan. Yeah, well, by going to Milan. Yes. Tarek says hi. Hi, Tarek. Nice to see you. Please comment about your player ratings today, what you think about the game. 4-1, guys. And if you just joined me for the first time, I do the player ratings right now for the game after Spezia Juventus for Juve players. Spezia couldn't care less. But yeah, Tarek, hello, guys. Hello to you as well. Buffon should be captain. This is the thing. My Chelsea fan friend. I don't think he wants the captain's armband, to be quite honest. I don't think so. Because freaking Cuadrado got the armband and not Bonucci, not Buffon. That's how crazy it is. Freaking Cuadrado. And this is seniority. Seniority. Pisses me off. And yes, I see those comments about Cristiano being a captain. That would actually be quite fun, to be quite honest. Yes, I wouldn't mind that at all. Yes, Adam, Pavan, Jeffrey. Yeah. Yes. I mean, going back to this is Cristiano Ronaldo praise. So capture it. Remember that game against Atletico Madrid where everybody thought Federico Bernardeschi was the new Arturo Vidal or something? Remember that game? During the halftime, there was a talk in the tunnel. You know, with the team assembles before they go out on the pitch for the second half. Cristiano Ronaldo was the only player who was walking around to each and every single player of Juve and was just, come on, man, let's do this. We need to just come back. Come on, man. Emre Can, come on. Federico, come on. Chiellini, who was the captain, I believe. Come on. Ronaldo didn't care who or wasn't the captain. Ronaldo wanted this. Pure leader does this. A leader on the pitch and off the pitch does this. He wants to win. And that affected, maybe, let's be crazy. Let's be completely crazy. Maybe that moment during that halftime against Atletico Madrid made us qualify. Of course, Cristiano scored all three. Yeah, never mind. But the moment, the motivational speech, so to speak, from Cristiano made us qualify to the next round where we actually got eliminated, of course. But yes, I would love to see that sometime. So I don't get why Cuadrado is getting it. And remember also when Di Bala got it. I want to see why. A captain's armband is not just some flair thing, some flashy thing to have on your arm. This bears a responsibility. Alessandro Del Piero was wearing the captain's armband. And now we're back to Cuadrado as a captain. What is this? Yes, I would accept it. Ronaldo as a captain. Ronaldo is captain for Portugal. Well, that's to be quite honest, I think that's for another reason. It's because he's Cristiano, absolutely the best player for Portugal, of course. So that's why he gets it. But yes, with time, I think he actually deserves to be the captain. He can do so as well for Juve. Yeah, I think so too. So Leonardo Bonucci 5, just for being I don't know, not a leader, and very bad with passing from the back, today at least. Danilo. Let's go to Danilo, my friends. What do you give him? What do we give him? I'll say this. He has been the best defender this season at Juve. It's frightening to say it, but it is. We bashed him. I said this during my live almost every time, but everybody bashed the guy for the times from Real Madrid, Manchester City, for Porto, for not being able to defend as a right back, because that's what he played. But now, I think actually he's okay. I think actually he can do the job. I'm not saying he could play in the Champions League final when everybody's healthy, but he does the job. He does certainly a better job than Rugani. He does certainly a better job than, well, Demiral, at least today. So, and also that ball to Mckenny when we scored the first goal, Danilo. So I'll call it like it is. I like Danilo today. Again, 7. I'm crazy. I may be completely loco, but yeah, so 7 for me. Tarek, Tarek with the whole player ratings. Jeffrey 7.5 with there we go. By the way, guys, if you're waiting for my player rating for Cristiano Ronaldo, I will not give it to him because he was a substitution. And if you followed me throughout the years, every time I do the player ratings, I do not rate the substitutions. Just not enough time to give them a proper rating. But if you really want me to give Cristiano Ronaldo a rating, I'll give him an 8. Because he scored 1 and he scored freaking penalty as well with Panenka. Ice cold. But not officially. But Danilo, 7. Federico Chiesa, back in the team. Back from suspension. I think so. Yeah, I think he played. Yeah, I didn't play against Verona. Yeah, never mind. He played the whole game, I think. And what is there to say? Was very invisible in the first half, not because of himself. I think because he didn't pass enough. Of course, there was the moments that he cut inside. A couple of times with the ball, he shot, and that's it. But we didn't use him that much in the first half. So I was actually afraid that he was going to be subbed off at the halftime, but he didn't. Then more spaces opened up for us, and Arthur played a great ball to Federico Chiesa. Chiesa played a great ball to who was it? Morata. Yeah, I think it was Morata, and then that's it. The rest of history. 2-1. So, guys, overall, and also he was the guy who created penalty for us. Even though, even though, nothing. 7 out of 10. I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Even though the first half was a bit anonymous, so maybe 6.5. But you know what? Those runs are crucial. I would like to see him on the right though, because this is where I think he really would be good. But also on the left works because he will cut inside. And right now it doesn't seem like we need to cross the ball like we did last season. You know, we crossed the ball constantly because Cristiano was in the box. Right now it looks like more to be of a team effort going forward. Of course, maybe this things will change once Alexandro gets back. But right now I think Federico Chiesa is A-okay at the left wing back. Maybe a bit too offensive, needs to track back more often. But that's just me. 7 for him. Arjus says hi. Nice to see you. Have you seen you before? Yeah, Chiesa was like a fanboy. That's funny. Chiesa was like a fanboy when handling the ball to Cristiano for PK, and he was also the first one to congratulate Cristiano on that PK goal. Let me hear your C. I love this. Arthur, vital. Maybe not the best call and the best game for me today, but I think he will be vital for us in the games to come to stabilize the midfield. Because with 2 men in midfield, we are in trouble. So Arthur needs to be in there, and I'm kind of happy to see him play the full game. But it wasn't the best game from Arthur for sure. So Calma with my fanboyism against Arthur, towards Arthur, 6.5. 6.5. Relax. Not 7, not 8. He wasn't that great. But I like what I saw so far. Those flashes of him, the way he distributed the ball, I kind of like it. So, and of course, we need to remember, back in the day when we had Allegri talked about this thing of easing players in. This is what we need to do with Arthur. He's a Brazilian, first and foremost. Brazilian midfielder who can play the ball. And what do you expect? Do you expect him to play the ball quickly? You're laughing. Of course not. This is a Brazilian kid who loves to play with the ball. Of course, he's not going to give away that easily. it's just the way it is. He's just back in. He plays his first games in Serie A. This needs time, so give him time. If you're not overly convinced, fine. I get why. But give him time. Give him time. And then we'll see. Towards the end of the season, then we'll see if he actually has something in his tank, or is just BS all over the place. But I think actually there is a promise with Arthur. Rodrigo Bentancur, anonymous in the first half, not interested. Seems to me, but got better in the second half. Better, but just not enough for me to do anything about it. He didn't impress me, and again, very average performance for Bentancur. 6. I want to see more of him. It's just not. I don't like it. Rabiot came on though and did much better than Bentancur. So there we go. Weston Mckenny. Wow. The American. Weston Mckenny. Played a great game, guys. Played a great game. Yeah. Box-to-box player. Yeah. Wonderful midfielder. Yeah. Okay, I don't know, guys. All right. That was very bad. Sorry. Anyway, Weston Mckenny. I don't know what that was. That was prime Arturo Vidal or something. Running up and down, tackling, winning, losing, but also assisting, making those beautiful runs, skinning the opposition at times. Wow. Towards the end of the game, of course, got tired, so he got subbed off at the end. But man, what a player. What a player today, in my opinion. So for me, 7.5. 7.5. He was absolutely vital. Weston Mckenny was good. 7 for Mckenny from Tejai. Yes. 7.5, but maybe a bit generous with 7.5. But you know what? He was unselfish also for the first goal, and that kind of surprised me, because if he didn't pass the ball, he maybe missed maybe he doesn't believe in himself, and he knows that, you know what, I'm not that good at scoring, so maybe I shouldn't try to score. So that's why he passed the ball instead. I don't know, but Vikram, balance in the team is missing still. Oh yes, my friend, yes, for sure, and I talked about this earlier in the stream. Weston Mckenny 7.5. Let's go to Paolo Di Bala. I talked about this a lot already in the stream, but this is a work. He has a lot of work to do. This guy is in trouble right now because we are better off without him, and he's our number 10. And this is very unusual situation where we actually, we can do without Paolo Di Bala. Apparently, we cannot do it without Cristiano Ronaldo. So Paolo Di Bala should most probably be on the bench in the coming games because he isn't good enough, unfortunately. And that's all down to him. All down to himself. Nothing about Pirlo, nothing about the teammates. It's all on him. The first touch, Pirlo can't do anything about it. The passing from Di Bala, can't do anything about that. He needs to work on it himself. And forget about the contract extension. Right now, he needs to focus on himself as a player. He doesn't deserve a contract extension right now. He wants half of what Cristiano is earning. Are you joking? 15 million. Are you joking? This is why I said this in the beginning of the stream, but this is why he needs to earn. He needs to earn that contract extension. Otherwise, we're just throwing away money. Throwing it away. What do we give him, guys? I saw the one comment there, 5. Yeah, actually, yeah, I agree. 5. Let's go with 5. Maybe even 4.5. I don't know. No. And I like Di Bala. I said this, guys. I said that I like Di Bala, but it's not. It's basically not good enough. And if not good enough, I'll call it like it is. I'll call it like it is. So let's go to Alvaro Morata. Say hello to internet.
Vi har ikke like drakter.
Nei, vi har ikke det. My boy, ladies and gentlemen. I like the guy. All right. So, moving on to Alvaro Morata. He scored 2, even though 1 was offside, I think. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Let's give him what it is. Let's give him a 7. Sorry, I just got distracted. Alvaro Morata, 7 for me. What it is for you guys? For me personally, we cannot do without Alvaro Morata at this very moment. We cannot, because he scores, he creates those runs, he creates those spaces, he creates goals. Of course, he needs to learn this offside rule once and for all, because enough is enough. Enough is enough. He needs to learn that. And it was by this much. He was onside this time, by this much. But he scored and did well for us. For me, this was a 7 out of 10. And I really, really want to see him play. So for me, basically, yeah, it's very easy. Di Bala on the bench, Cristiano and Alvaro Morata up front against Ferencváros in the midweek. That's it. That would be my lineup going forward, for sure. Yes, Kamal, he's a Yellow Juventino. Of course he is. Of course he is. Of course he is, my friend. Of course he is. Do you think we should go with 4-3-3? No, I should not, because that will leave us very vulnerable in the midfield, unfortunately. However, we have a system for that. We have players for that. But yeah, 3-4-3. No, it will leave us very vulnerable in the midfield, like it was against Barcelona. Yeah. Hutch, yeah, but then he will score more disallowed goals than he scores. I hope not, Hutch. I hope not, but it is what it is. Tarek assist and a goal, 8 for sure. Yeah, you may be right. Yeah, maybe I should give him an 8. But yeah, I just get him a 7. Yeah, you know what, Tarek? I'm with you on this one. You know what? Let's be nice. Let's be nice. Yes, 8 out of 10. I'm sorry, my friends. 8 out of 10. I agree with Tarek. Thank you. Tarek, assist and a goal, 8 for sure. Yes, Tarek, I agree. He should get an 8. He should absolutely get an 8. So, also Adichia there, the same. Morata scored an assist that he deserves an 8. Yes. There we go. And yes, Cristiano, 9. Of course, we're gonna say some. Now, 9. And there we go. I think actually we don't have anybody else. So we have Cristiano, Frabotta, Kulusevski, and Rabiot coming on. I don't know. Rabiot was positive. Cristiano, of course, scored 2. He will not get the rating from me, as I said, but just unofficially, he will get an 8 because, well, he scored 2. For heaven's sake, and just back from COVID, didn't play football for a month, and just scores 1 like a prime in-form striker. So yeah, for sure, 8. But yeah, it's I never did substitution ratings, so I will not start doing this now just because it's Cristiano. It's just my rule, you know. It will be unfair to other players to rate him. And then I saw a funny comment there. Well, apparently, he wants to leave in January because his entourage has spoken to the club, and they want to find an alternative for Bernardeschi because I don't know why, but well, I know why. But the thing is, here we are talking about the weakness of mentality. Maybe this is Bernardeschi saying to his agent, you know what, I don't want this. I want another club. Fine. But you were one of those guys who played, well, you played quite a lot last season, even though it was with Sarri, total different player, total different system and whatever. With Bernardeschi now looking at the team and saying, oh, this is tough. There is Chiesa now, there is Cuadrado, there is Frabotta, there is Kulusevski, there is Di Bala. There is so many players. There is no space for me. And he starts thinking, I feel bad about myself. I feel sorry. I'm not good enough. You know, I'll be the first one to admit those thoughts are bad for you. So he basically just gave up now. He's giving up. He doesn't want to fight for the place. And on top of that, he gets 2 horrible, awful performances, substitutions. He made a meal out of 2 subs on. He basically gave the goal. Barcelona, the penalty, and I think it was the other one for the Verona game. And that's it. He's off. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to fight for the place at the team. Freaking Khedira wants it, even though he's never going to get it. But Bernardeschi just says, no, ciao, bye-bye. What is this? If this is the mentality of Federico Bernardeschi, then see you later. Of course, ship you off, loan you out somewhere, and then finally when maybe we can get rid of you at the end of the day and get some money instead. Because money is more important than your ass, it seems. Because unfortunately, if you can't fight for the team, we cannot fight for you. We don't have the time to fight for you, to make you look good. I'm sorry. So, yeah. Apparently in January he will leave. It looks like it. I guess, well, according to Monblano, but Monblano is just as a toilet paper, you know. So we need to be a bit more cautious with those rumors. But it is what it is. It is what it is with Bernardeschi, and I fear that this might be actually true because I don't see him. I don't see his fight. I think he's just given up and just wants to leave. That's it. If he wants to fight for your place and earn it, and perform when you play. Perform. If you fight during a training session, you finally get the chance to play, and when you don't deliver on the pitch, Juve Daily speaks some Russian. До свидания. До свидания, Juve Daily. Because right now he said have a good night, and later до свидания, спокойной ночи. Have a good night in Russian. There we go. If Pirlo decided to go with a 3-man midfield rather than double pivot, maybe it's time to reopen that Berna for well, Berna for deal never is going to happen because we don't have the money. Additionally, they are crazy if they're going to take Bernardeschi and we're going to get Aouar instead, and that's it. No money, transactions, whatever. We just destroyed our budget with Federico Chiesa, so we have no money for Aouar unless we are winning the Champions League this season, which we're not. So we can kiss goodbye to Aouar. I will be surprised. If he actually joins us. Then that is gonna be some crazy loan with an option, with an obligation to buy, split into 3, 5, 4 years. You know, and then they get Bernardeschi, they get I don't know, De Sciglio, they get Rugani, they get freaking Pinsoglio, something. You know, the whole package, the whole box of those players. Send them and signed Cristiano Ronaldo shirt. Then we'll get Aouar. But I doubt it. I doubt it very much that this is going to happen. Alvaro Morata, 8 out of 10. And that's about it, I think. I think this is about it. And yes, Harper, nice to see you. It feels so good to win. It does. It does, my friend. However, mountain to climb still in terms of performance, in terms of consistency, in terms of well, freaking defending. This is where it is. This is where we are. We're being bothered right now. So yeah, maybe. The good comment there, Abai. Awar possible if we get cash for Di Bala from a sale. As per now, well, guys, do we need Awar? Do we need another midfielder? I think we'll be better off with another quality fullback or wingback or something, or maybe even a center back. If Chiellini is struggling and Danilo, maybe actually Danilo could play as a right wing back. I don't know. And then we can get another central defender. But this is, yes, Awar could be possible, yes, if we get the money for Dybala. Whoever wants the guy, if we actually decide to sell Dybala at the end of the season, I fear that will be the case, yes. But I'm not sure if we need the guy. We need offensive legs going forward. Awar might be the answer, might not be. But this is a heavy investment if we're going to go in for Awar. So yeah, but maybe, yeah. I just don't think that we should make this a priority, in my opinion. We should do something else. And by the way, guys, Cristiano doesn't live forever. Sooner, yes, we know that Zlatan is 39 and still scoring. But as good as Zlatan looks, Cristiano is on another level. So for me, if Cristiano is to give up football at 36, 37, 37, 38 maybe, then maybe it's time to get rid of the guy after this season or after next season. I don't know. We will have to wait and see what happens this season. If he's still on fire this season, well, re-sign the guy. Re-sign his contract. And we'll see. But COVID needs to stop. We need that revenue. We need that revenue in order to really understand the finances. Really. Don't say we'll win the Champions League. Well, it is true, my friend. It is true. Look how Barcelona butchered us. I would be surprised if we win. I said this at the beginning of the season. A quarterfinal is a maximum for us this season. And it would be unfair for us to judge Pirlo based on that. If we don't win the Champions League, Pirlo is out. Nah, that's just stupid. Of course we're not going to win the Champions League. Please. Unfortunately, of course, yes, I would love it, but yeah. Yes, all right. It's time to wrap it up. Also, remember, I'm doing this also on Facebook. I think this worked. I hope it worked. And of course, the YouTube. So both channels, YouTube and Facebook, are available for chatting. And also the fact that I will be doing the post-match reactions after the Ferencváros game, of course. So I will see you then. Last comment there, Rico. We haven't seen De Ligt. De Ligt has been injured for quite some time because of his shoulder problems. So he will be back this month, and then we will see what happens. I think Danilo maybe will be benched. And Demiral, Bonucci, and De Ligt will be playing. Chiellini, I don't know. It's just lottery with this guy. He plays well and then he gets injured. So we cannot trust this guy. Champions League final, Chiellini on the bench. Well, if he is fully fit, of course he starts. But you know what? It's his lottery ticket as well. Maybe he's just not fit enough for the Champions League final. Yeah. I don't know. It's tough. Of course, when Chiellini is good, he is good. But when he's injured, then we need to reshuffle the whole system. This is why it's good to have a backup. And right now, the backup is Danilo. So we need more. So I'm glad De Ligt will be back soon. Much more hustle and belief from the team today compared to Barca. Yes, I agree. Yeah, even though it is Spezia. Remind you, this is Spezia. I hope it's because of team understanding and chemistry, not just because of weaker competition. It's because of weaker competition, in my opinion, right now, unfortunately, because they gave us a lot of space to work with. We could have won much more with just 4-1. In the first half, we could have exploited those open spaces much more than we did. And that's because Dybala was crap, unfortunately. If it was Dybala on fire, we would have led 2-0 at halftime. No doubt. So this is why it's so disappointing. But of course, we see also improvement because we actually scored 4 goals. Yes, there we go. So, see you for my full-time reactions video after the Ferencváros game. A win, a must win, for sure, must win. We need that badly. Check out also my, it is my preview for the Spezia game, but let me show you something. Cover your eyes. It's an abomination, yes, but I previewed Paolo Di Bala, so please, man, please improve. I bought the shirt with your name on it. Ugh, again. I'll say this before we close down the stream. I will say this. The fabric is beautiful, the wonderful. I love the fabric. But the design, the design is awful. Design is absolutely awful. Yeah, and the player on the back doesn't help much either. So this was my Halloween costume. And this is what I said during my preview for the Spezia game. So check that out as well. It's a funny one. I thought it was funny, at least. It was fun. I was enjoying making it. I enjoyed it really much making that video. So check that out. But of course, see you for my post-match review for the Ferencváros game with player ratings and so on and so on and so on, as usually. That's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, please. Leave a comment. Yeah, smash a like on the video. Subscribe, as I said. And yeah, I see that both Facebook and YouTube streams were working, so it's perfect. So you can join actually me both on Facebook and YouTube next time. Of course, YouTube is preferable, but I'm also on Facebook. So there we go. After the full-time whistle, I will be here. Fino alla fine for the Juve and 3 points.